make sure that we give a little time for everybody.
Hey guys, make sure you're muting yourself when you hop on too, just so we don't bounce around a lot. And then if you have questions as we go, type them in the chat box. And obviously only one of us will be speaking at a time, so the other two can kind of chit chat and answer questions in the little chat box if you have them.
But yeah, are we ready? Y'all want to go ahead and start? Y'all thinking we're looking good? Okay. All right. Y'all, every time, I don't know why I get nervous. I've been doing this for like almost 19 months now, but we're normal people. I didn't have any prior experience in direct sales. I was that MLM hater. I'll go ahead and just say that out loud. But this, y'all, this is just different. This is a community, a family. Everybody just wants the best of everyone, and everyone is so supportive. So just throwing that out there in the beginning. But I'm Ashley Shower, and I am actually a presidential founder, and I live here in Wilmington, North Carolina, where Green Compass is. Everything happens here, and it's just crazy to be involved in a company that is literally in my hometown. So it's been a crazy experience. And like I said, no prior direct sales experience, any sales experience. I was a special education teacher when I got involved with Green Compass. And now I'm in the corporate world doing Green Compass on the side. But y'all, it's far exceeded my expectations, and just so excited about this opportunity. And if somebody invited y'all tonight, which I'm guessing they did, they see something in y'all, and this is just, it's a gift, and you can hear my excitement. I get so excited talking about this, but it is truly changing my family's life and so many other people. And I love talking about it. But I'm going to be talking really quickly. We're not trying to keep y'all here long tonight, but I'm going to talk about the company story, how we kind of got started. And then Devin, he's going to be talking to y'all about the products. And then Lindsay's going to be finishing off with the business opportunity. So starting off, so Green Compass, we started because of Meredith and Sterling Cook. Meredith had her first child, and after giving birth to her first child, she was physically and mentally struggling. And so her brother Brooks actually introduced her to CBD. And she said after a few days, she felt like herself again. She was like, this is crazy. I feel like the fog is lifted. And then fast forward, she gave birth to her second son. And then after giving birth to her second son, she wanted to introduce CBD to them, but she knew not all CBD is created equal. And I know Devin will probably touch base on this some more, but you really have to do your research when looking for a high quality CBD, because there is a lot of junk out there, y'all, and you just really got to do your research. And she knew that. And so light bulbs literally started going off. And her husband, he was the CEO and CFO of the largest sweet potato company. So they've got that farming background. And she was like, what if we came up with our own CBD? And with his background and being in the sweet potato industry, he knew George and Adam Wooten, and they're actually our farmers. So we're vertically integrated. So that means there is no middleman. We control the whole process from putting the seed in the ground to bottling up the packages to shipping them to your front door. So there isn't like this other company, that we're sourcing things from for our hemp. We grow our hemp, which is crazy. So you really just want to do your research. And so Meredith and Sterling, they locked arms with George and Adam, which are our farmers, and it's crazy. We have the hemp pilot program at UNCW. So all this research, we've got, I'm like rambling. I get so excited. I get nervous, but there's just so much goodness happening, y'all. We're so supportive. And Green Compass wasn't supposed to be a direct sales company. It wasn't supposed to be selling like this. It was supposed to be for pharmacies, for doctors' offices, but they realized, how do we get this product to the masses? And it was direct sales. I talk about it, I share it, and how it's helping me and my family. And I'm just talking about it. I'm sharing the goodness and what it's done for me. And it's just been a spiral effect. And so I can't wait for y'all to learn more from Devin. He's going to be talking all about the products. And yeah, so I'm going to hand it off to Devin now. And thank y'all so much for listening to me.
What's up, everyone? Glad you all can make it. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure that was taken care of. So yeah, my name is Devin, and I'm actually one of the presidential founders with Green Compass as well. And my day job, this is a total side gig for me. My day job, my normal gig is doing anesthesia. I'm actually a nurse anesthetist, and I've been doing anesthesia for about 7.5 years. And what basically got me involved with this was my wife. So my wife is a nurse practitioner. She does breast oncology, and she had been telling me a little over a year ago about how many just awesome testimonials her patients had. Basically, she had a lot of patients that were starting to use CBD, and they were able to get off of certain medications, or they were able to, just find so much relief in so many different ways. So I felt like I do a little research. I needed to get involved a little bit. Sorry, to make sure people got muted. So basically, what I found out was that there's a lot of nasty stuff out there. So CBD is an unregulated industry. So a lot of things that we know of are actually regulated by the Food and Drug Administration, the FDA. This is not a food or a drug, so it does not fall into that category. So a lot of people ask about, are there like a ton of clinical trials and all this kind of stuff? But really, this isn't being pushed by big pharma. So it's not being pushed by the FDA. So there's not a lot of financial backing for that. But I will tell you that all the studies that are coming out, they just come out a little slower, and they have been blowing my mind. They've been awesome. So what is CBD? So a lot of people, when I say it or mention it, they just automatically think that it's marijuana. Well, it is very far from that. You cannot get high from this if you try. So CBD is one of the many compounds that's found in the cannabis plant. And as soon as you hear cannabis, that's what you think. You think marijuana. But actually, cannabis has two separate families. There's the marijuana family plant, and then there's the hemp. Hemp has little to no THC in it, and THC is actually what causes that psychoactive property. It causes people to get high. So when it comes to marijuana, it actually has very high amounts of THC and very low amounts of CBD. Sorry, just making sure something was muted. It's a little distracting. So basically, I like to describe it as if you look at grape juice and wine, they're both kind of from the same thing, two vastly different effects. So hemp being more like the grape juice, this is more for your body's health. It has nothing to do with having that euphoria or anything like that. If it was, I wouldn't be part of this. I do anesthesia for a living. There'd be no reason for me to be a part of that. What I'm a part of this for is to help people. That's what this is all about. You're helping others with this incredible compound. And what blew my mind when it came to researching CBD was that we already produce cannabinoids. So once you're able to actually dive into some of the research, you can find out that we have what's called an endocannabinoid system. So the endocannabinoid system we have, actually, we have more receptors in our body for CBD than we do anything else. We have so the endocannabinoid system is in your nervous system, in your cardiovascular system, it's in your lymphatic system, it's on your skin and your integumentary system. And I was just blown away to find out that we produce cannabinoids. So there's nothing foreign to us. So actually, two of the main cannabinoids that we produce called anandamide and 2-AG. Anandamide is what is released when you get like that runner's high, so to speak. You're working out, you break that sweat, and you start to feel really good. That's what's being released in your body. It's called anandamide. It's called the bliss molecule. It's also released when you're meditating. And also 2-AG and anandamide are released in breast milk. So moms that breastfeed with breast milk, babies are a lot more calm usually than the ones that are being bottle fed with formula. So this is stuff that all mammals have, and is pretty mind-blowing to kind of learn about it. I could go down the whole rabbit hole of the history of why this was illegal and all of that, but that's like a whole another talk to be a part of. So I just really want to focus on, what CBD is and little educational points. So once I learned about the receptors and how all this works, you start to read, you start to go down the Google rabbit hole, so to speak, on what does CBD help with? And you start to find this plethora of things you know? So once you go down this list, you're like, how does it help with all that? How does it help with, you know, this person's stress or this person's ailments here or whatever it is? And it's because this endocannabinoid system is in so many, in like a plethora in our bodies. We have more receptors for CBD than anything else. So it's in all these different systems, and how it works, what your endocannabinoid system is meant to do is create balance. So when you have in your nervous system, so to speak, one neurotransmitter that's excitatory or firing one way, there's always another neurotransmitter that's inhibitory that fires the other way. So it's kind of like a balance effect. So when you're not feeling well, usually one of those is out of balance. And that's where the endocannabinoid system really kicks in and creates that balance to slow down that one that's firing too much, or maybe speed up the one that's not firing enough, to kind of create that balance. And that's why it helps with so many different things. Same thing with different types of hormones it's in your endocrine system. So it's pretty remarkable. And this was just discovered in 1993. So we are very much at the very beginning stages of what this compound can really do for people. And that's what I love about being a part of this company. Green Compass is partnered with the University of North Carolina. So we are at the forefront of all the studies that they're doing with CBD. So whether it's new products and innovative new ways to use CBD, or perfecting the craft of, you know, the CO2 extraction or delivery methods or whatever it is, we're very much at the forefront of all those studies and how to do it with the University of North Carolina, which I think is pretty awesome. I know Ashley touched on that we're a vertically integrated company, seed to seal, so to speak. That's also important. One of the biggest things is that we are USDA certified organic. That's huge. This market is unregulated. 80% of the hemp plants that are used in the United States for CBD are from China. I think we can all agree we have a little too much from China in this country right now. So it's a good thing this is made here in the United States. It's in North Carolina. That's where the farms are. So our farms are USDA certified organic, as well as our full spectrum tinctures, which means everything else that's in it is also USDA certified organic. So with that said, I just wanted to show off a few of the products and why I wanted to be, because listen, I do anesthesia. I can't put a company behind my name that is just kind of like an aloof company, just kind of doing things like here and there. Like, I had to research. I had to dive in and vet so many different companies, because I can't recommend this to a friend or to a family member and then something happened. They're gonna be like, what the heck, man? You do anesthesia, I trusted you. Like, yeah, I know that. This is why I looked into so many different companies and who to partner with. So two main reasons why I partnered with Green Compass: USDA organic certification. I wanted to make sure that we were, you know, one of the top quality CBD producers, and transparency. This is huge in this market. If there's one thing you learn from this whole Zoom, whether you're getting a product with us or somewhere else, you have to be able to get a certificate of analysis from a third party lab testing. So whatever company you're looking at, that's what you need to find. Because if you want to know what's in it, because the FDA found out that 78% of the CBD products on the market don't have what they say is on the label. They can say 500 milligrams, they can say organic, they can say whatever they want because it's not regulated. Some of them were found to have olive oil or E. coli. This is nasty stuff that people are just going to the gas station and get it. So that's a problem. So on this bottle right here, we have this, which is pretty sweet. So that's a QR code. All you got to do is scan it, and it brings you right to that third-party lab testing. It's a super transparent company. So when you're doing the things, all the things the right way, there's nothing to hide. You don't have to hide behind your words on your website and be shady about, supplying customers with this kind of stuff. So I found that to be pretty special, that we were USDA certified organic and we were super transparent. I don't know about you guys. If I'm recommending anything, I want to know that I've probably personally used it and I really like it, or I really, trust that I know where it's coming from, especially if I'm going to give this to my kids, my friends' kids, or anyone, their pet, their grandmother, whoever it is. I want to make sure it's a reputable company. And I definitely did my due diligence when it comes to that. So as you see, this is the main thing that everyone thinks about when it comes to CBD. It's a dropper, put it under your tongue, and it gets right into your bloodstream. So know a lot of times you see like gummies and stuff like that. And the reason, we don't really have that is because then it becomes a food. Then you're ingesting it. Now the FDA has to get involved with that. So with this, now it falls in that supplement category. And what's better about it going under your tongue, you have a much higher reliability on how much you're actually getting. It's way more predictable. Imagine if you have something that you're ingesting, it depends on everything that you just ate. Was it a fatty meal? Was it not a fatty meal? Did you just eat a lot? Did you not eat anything? It totally changes the absorption and how much you are actually have to get to your bloodstream and get on these receptors, known as your bioavailability. So putting this under your tongue, holding it there, goes right into your bloodstream. You get the highest bioavailability from that. So this is what everyone thinks of. What some people don't even really know about, which are my favorite, are these creams. So CBD is an incredible anti-inflammatory. So when you have aches or on your neck, your back, your knees, or whatever joint, this stuff is incredible. I mean, I have a disc problem in my back. I have knee problems from playing soccer all through college, and nothing has ever been close to as good as this stuff. I've used Icy Hot, BioFreeze, Tiger Balm, all that stuff. You name it, nothing is even as close to as good as that. So once people try it, they're usually like, whoa, this is pretty amazing stuff. And it's because that CBD is such a great anti-inflammatory. So once it gets to the skin, gets to the muscle, it's pretty special. So other than that, we have that in like a patch form too. People can actually keep that on for about 12 hours at a time. We have essential oil roll-ons as well that I know people love, and we have our own skincare too. So CBD, because of its anti-inflammatory properties, is so good for your skin. Like I had no idea until I started doing my research and I started using it myself, or even my neighbor's daughter who uses it for her skin condition, and they've had prescription stuff, steroid stuff, and this has been by far the best thing. So, it's pretty awesome that we're being a part of this company, so early, because really, I believe we're really just at the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the research and where this industry is going. So I know I can probably go on for like a solid hour, just about these products and how life-changing they are. Because let me tell you, like, just to be real and to be honest, like, so I do anesthesia for a living. I do that about 50 hours a week. I kind of work this in on the side, but what's the most fulfilling thing to me? So usually, just to give you an idea, the patient, give them some medications, they go to sleep. I don't talk to them. They go to the recovery room. So, this has actually been a fun way for me to get feedback on how I'm helping somebody. So the testimonials that I get from customers has been one of the most rewarding things of my life. I mean, some of them, you wouldn't even believe some of the stuff I said. So it's been such a fun way to help others. And good for you guys for really checking this out, because this is definitely something pretty special. And now I'd love to introduce Lindsay, who's also one of the presidential founders. She's going to talk a little bit more about the business.
Hey guys, my name is Lindsay Petty. I live in Charlotte, North Carolina. I love hearing Devin talk. He is the medical professional. He is the CBD expert. That is not me. I learn something every single time I hear him speak. So awesome job, Devin. Thank you. I could never do that. I was initially intrigued by this company because of the business side, because of the business opportunity attached. Personally, I'd never used CBD. I'd heard of it. I'd seen it like on billboards and like seen it at the checkout line at the gas station and like shoe stores. I mean, you're seeing it pop up everywhere. And like Ashley and Devin were saying, the industry is unregulated. So you don't know what you can trust. It's obviously an exploding industry. I'm sure if you're, if you've driven outside of the house for 5 miles, you've seen a CBD sign somewhere. So when this business opportunity fell in my lap, I wasn't really looking for anything. But after some research, it was something that I felt like I couldn't turn down. I couldn't afford to not do. I was an MLM hater. Like Ashley said, I said, thought it was pyramid scheme. Like, I don't want to know my friends, like that whole deal. Like I was that person. I never thought I would see myself here. But about 5 years ago, I started kind of opening my eyes to the whole industry just in itself, the network marketing industry, because I want to work for myself. I want to make a ton of money. I want that opportunity. I went to UNC Charlotte. I got my business degree. in business marketing. So I'm a numbers person. I've always, I've been very career driven and money motivated, but I always knew, fast forward, this was 5 years ago, I have a 1-year-old baby now, but I knew when the time came for me to have a family, I wanted flexibility. I wanted to work around my family, not plan my family around work, but I also wanted to make a great lucrative income. And if you're out in search for something like that, it doesn't exist. So that's what initially made me open my eyes to the network marketing world. I had seen so many of my friends, Facebook friends, Instagram colleagues, whatever, getting involved in these companies, and one of two things: they're falling flat on their face, and then I've heard all the horror stories, but then on the flip side of things, I've seen people truly change their life because of this business model. And I think it has everything to do with obviously getting involved with a really good company, but timing and positioning are everything. If you are intrigued at all in getting involved with a network marketing company, you want to get in at the right place at the right time in the right industry. And that's exactly what I saw with Green Compass. Not only is the company, we're only a year and a half old, you guys. I mean, like I said, 5 years ago when I got involved with another company, I joined when it was 8 years in the game. And I did fairly well there. I had no experience in any of this, but I did fairly well there. But Green Compass has greatly surpassed any expectations. And I truly think it's because getting involved early in the game. And like I said, a company is considered ground level if there are less than 25,000 advocates or distributors involved, and we have less than 10,000. So we're still very, very much early in the game. But not only that, the CBD industry, like I said, I had never used CBD before, but a quick Google search told me that Forbes was projecting the CBD industry to be over a $22 billion industry in the next couple of years and continuing to explode after that. So just my business mind, my business wheels are turning. Like a new company, you can grow within the company and grow with the industry. Like win-win-win, a company that's obviously, you heard Ashley and Devin, we're doing everything right. So I jumped in a year and a half ago. I was there on launch day on day one, and I can truly tell you that my life today looks a lot different because of that one decision. So I encourage you, be a little bit open-minded when it comes to this. I think we were all, I think everyone who has success in network marketing started out as like, oh my gosh, a hater, like I would never do anything like that. And then kind of like do your due diligence and dig in. So everything is 100% virtual in this business. What that means is if you decide this is something that you want to do, you have a website link. You don't have to carry any inventory. This isn't one of those companies where you've got to stock up on thousands and thousands of dollars worth of inventory that's going to sit in your garage collecting dust unless your friends have parties for you. Like, you don't have to have any parties. You don't have to buy any inventory, nothing like that. It's 100% virtual. There's a few different ways that you can get involved, and I'll go over the different enrollment options. But when you do, you have a website link. If your customers want to order from you, or you have, you want to do things on a bigger scale and you want to build a team with this, they do so through your website link that's provided to you. You don't have to build a website or anything. Within 2 minutes of you enrolling, your website's live, and you can start sending your link, sharing your link. We have a ton of training on how to do so, but people order and join through your link. All products ship directly from corporate to the customer. You get the commission on it. So how the business side kind of works, there's a couple of different ways that you can build within the company. Sorry, I'm here. A couple of different ways that you can build. Residual income. I mean, that's the name of the game, you guys. Passive income. When you are building a customer base and you're helping people improve their quality of life with CBD, people are having really good results with CBD. A really, really, really high reorder rate. 70 to 80% of our monthly sales as a company from reorders, from people to be on an auto ship. You are never required to be on any kind of choose to be. So people are loving these products. And when people are using a product that truly helps them, improves their quality of life, whether it be sleeping better, better mood, I don't want to make any medical claims, but helping people get off of certain things and change their trajectory of their life. People want to stay on those products. People want to continue using them. So they want to be on an auto ship. They want to continue to reorder. They can cancel at any time. You're not locked into anything. Customers being paid every single time. So it really starts snowballing on the customer side. You know, you get 5 customers your first month, and then your second month, they're all reordering and you get 5 more, or however many, you know.
Looks like she's totally frozen.
Uh,
So, oh, you back?
Devin, I think
Okay. Yeah.
introduce people to the company, link arms with them, and they can, you know, run with you with this. And that's, you know, more residual income comes in. And I always have to address this because I feel like this is a big like skepticism in the network marketing world is, if I build a team, is it one of those things where a pyramid scheme, only the people at the top make all the money and the people at the bottom are the worker bees? Like, this is not set up that way. Everyone is their own individual business owner with Green Compass. If this is something that you decide you want to do, you are your individual business owner, and any money that you make off of your customer base or off of building a team and off of your team's customers, because you're compensated on everything that comes in underneath your umbrella. But all of that comes as raises and bonuses from corporate. That is not out of anybody's pockets below you. And I know there are several people, several on this call that I see right now that are making more than the people above them. So you're not locked into any like position in a tree or anything like that. You can definitely out earn people above you. It's a really, really cool business model, and it's very ethical. It's very fair. And I truly think, you know, virtual businesses are what companies are turning to. I mean, we were initially only going to be sold in doctors and pharmacies, but we started dreaming on a bigger scale. So if this is something that has intrigued you, or that, you know, you decide you want to look more into, I encourage you, definitely do your due diligence. It's something that you can play at whatever level you want to play at. I don't sugarcoat anything. You get out of it what you put into it. I will have people jump on board that say, you know, I want to make a couple $100 a month to pay off some student loan debt, or to save up for a family vacation fund, or a car payment, or whatever it may be. Or on the flip side, you know, like myself and Ashley and Devin, we're like, nope, we want to go all in. We want to completely, you know, make this thing our career path. And that is totally possible too. Getting in at the right place at the right time with the right company, it will blow your mind. It will blow your mind if you go all in and you need a change, or you need just a plan B, which is never a bad idea in this day and age. And it's something that you can kind of fit in because it's all virtual. You aren't, you know, fit it in when you do have the time. You make your own schedule. You're your own boss. We have every single resource that you could ever possibly want to help you. And we're a big, happy family. We want everyone to win. We want to see everyone have all the success they want to have with this. So there are 3 different ways that you can get involved with the company, 3 different like enrollment options. Option 1 is $50. So the $50 option doesn't get you any products, but you have your website, you're live immediately, you can start building your business. Options 2 and 3 come with products as well. So option 2 is $300, $299. You get the kits, the enrollment kits are over a 50% discount. So you get about $650 worth of products with the $300 kit. The next option is $499. You get almost $1,100 worth of products with the $499 kit. That's pretty much everything we have. And those product bundles, that's not considered your inventory. You can do whatever you want with your kit products. You can sell some stuff out of it and recoup money if you wanted to do that. You can use it as samples. You use it for yourself, kind of, you know, for promotion, for social media things, and which we have a ton of training on as well. So, you know, most people, when they're jumping on board with something, they're like, I want to believe in the products. I want to try everything. I want to know what to recommend. I want to be able to share my personal experience with these products. So that's what the kits are for. And then moving forward, you're never required to purchase anything ever. Never. It's not like one of those monthly things where you have to purchase a minimum amount or anything like that. So the only monthly fee after you're in one of your 3 enrollment options is $10 a month to keep your website live, your website hosting, your whole back office. We keep up with all of your customer orders, your team, everyone's numbers, everyone's promotions. It's all done for you, all of your training. And that is $10 a month. And that is your only monthly business expenses. And then of course, you know, most people want more products so they can buy them for themselves, and that counts towards any sales goals and anything that you have too, but it is never required. So I think we covered everything. I know we said we weren't going to keep you guys all night, and we've had you for 30 minutes. So if anybody has any questions at all, we are truly, I mean, all three of us, we're an open book about this. So if you have any other questions, get with the person who invited you. We can set up a 3-way call. If you want to kind of pick up a little bit more, or if you have further questions, we'll welcome you with open arms and happy to help. And if this is something you want to do, we're excited to have you in part of the Green Compass family. So thanks again, everyone, for tuning in, and hopefully we will chat with you guys soon.
Bye, guys.
Yeah, good night. Thank y'all.
Good night.